for the very special award ceremony. Prior to going through the awards, and I want to once again congratulate everybody, all of the teams, because they are winners already, because they've put in so much work into these reports. And one of the things that we have been able to do these past couple of years is the teams that submit their report to the Cuban Infrastructure Student Competition. Most of the judges do provide feedback, so I will provide that back to you with regards to your written and your oral presentation and things that you may want to adjust or fix moving forward. And the 2016 Graduate and Undergraduate Student Paper Award Competition hosted by the Association for the Study of Cuban Economy. The paper submission is due on May 20th, which is a really nice way to progress your work and further integrate it into the Cuban economy and infrastructure, knowing that everybody here will be able to hear your paper well in even more developed submission. So the deadline is May 20th, 2016, and the first prizes are up here above for graduate awards and undergraduates, and typically they hold the conference in August here in Miami too. I want to take this time to call up Cristina Ortega as she will present the Delphine Mullins Award before we continue with the student awards.
So again, it's been amazing. It's really incredible seeing how far we've come with this competition every year. And as Regina said, before we move on to revealing the winning teams, we wanted to take a moment to recognize the efforts of their mentors. This is the first year that we're presenting the Delphine Mullins Mentorship Award. Tere, please. Tere Mullins, Delphine's wife, she's here to present the award in his name. And Delphine, he was an exemplary mentor to many of us here today. He devoted much of his time to mentoring students from the university level at this competition to future city middle schoolers. He also led the C-AACE Jose Avila Scholarship Committee every year. And he was part of the industry board that taught senior design at the University of Miami College of Engineering, his alma mater and mine. This award in Delphine's name is intended to recognize the arduous efforts of professionals who, like Delphine, have kindly volunteered their time to provide guidance to these students, steering them in the right direction. So Tara is here today to present the award. Each student participating in the competition, they had the opportunity to nominate their mentors for this award. And the response that we got from them was just absolutely incredible. We received 11 nominations, each describing all the incredible contributions that this industry and faculty professionals provided to each of the groups. And I like to, at this point, just call out all the names of those that were nominated and thank you for just outstanding mentoring efforts. Dr. Michael Benvenu, Jerry Fernandez, David Masick, Dr. Miguel Medina, Dr. Armando Perez, Maria Fernandez Porrata, Julian A. Rey, Dr. Helena Solo Gabriel, and Kimberly K. Strickland. Please, a big round of applause. And so today I'm very honored to introduce the 2016 Delphi Molins Mentorship Award recipients, Dr. Helena Solo Gabriel and Dr. Armando Perez. And I just want to say a couple words about you. Dr. Helena Solo Gabriel, she's a professor and associate dean at the Dean for Research at the University of Miami College of Engineering, and she's also the past ACAE president. She's a University of Miami and MIT graduate. Dr. Armando Perez, he's a former vice president at CDM Smith, and he's a University of Florida graduate. Dr. Solo Gabriel and Dr. Perez, they are the original co-chairs of the Cuba Infrastructure Committee, and these two exceptional mentors are really most deserving of this recognition. I can really say that we wouldn't be here today without their efforts in originating and encouraging students to and really encouraging students from very diverse backgrounds, as you've seen here today, different universities. It's really been incredible. Since 2008, we've witnessed multiple students' presentations inspired, guided, and supported by Helena and Armando. So Dr. Solo, Dr. Perez, we congratulate you, and from the very bottom of my heart, we wanted to thank you.
We thank you so much, and we thank in particular the students, who are a wonderful group of people to work with, and all the judges to make all this possible. So thanks again very much. And you notice I haven't taken my shoes off.
I also want to thank Christina, who was one of the first students before it was formalized as this competition. Jose, also part of that generation. Armando, thank you so much. Without your support, we would have never been here. So I want to thank everybody and both associations for really rallying behind this effort. And it's wonderful to see where we are today. Thank you.
Right here, in front of the screen?
In front of the screen.
Like this?
Like on the, yeah.
Okay.
Tiger together. Tiger together, okay.
All right.
Thank you, Christina, and congratulations to Dr. Solo and Armando again. At this time, I wanted to take a brief moment to thanks to all the judges with the individual little thing we put together. Do you have it done? And I want to thank Dr. Vladimir Cruz. Do you want to come up and get your? We got these little plaques for you, and Dr. Vladimir Cruz is an expert in the field of animal science production and agriculture with more than 50 years of experience. Dr. Cruz is also the director of Agropo System and Agricultural Livestock Division, and he is also an international development representative of the Florida Department of Agriculture. And Dr. Cruz has conducted feasibility studies for animal production, including environmental, managerial, and facility designs in Venezuela, Nigeria, and the U.S. So we thank you today, and we thank you for all of your help these previous years, too. So thank you to Dr. Vladimir Cruz. We also want to thank Mr. Gabe Norona. Mr. Gabe joined Bentley Systems Incorporated through their merger with Geopack Corporation in September 2001. And has over 30 years of civil engineering experience, specifically within the transportation infrastructure. Mr. Norona is one of the founders of Geopack,
Corporation, serving as the president and CEO since its inception in 1990. Mr. Noronha is a senior vice president and has global responsibility with Bentley Solutions. So thank you, Mr. Gabe Noronha. We also want to thank Mr. Rafael Palacios. Rafael Palacio attended the University of South Florida in Tampa and graduated in 1971 as a Dean's List Scholar with a Bachelor's in Science of Mechanical Engineering with emphasis in energy conversions and mechanical design. Thank you. Thank you. One of the fourth judges here in our committee is Mr. Javier Rodriguez. Mr. Javier Rodriguez is a PE and serves as the executive director of the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority since March 2007. He oversees MDX capital improvements. Prior to joining MDX, Mr. Rodriguez serves as the director of Transportation Systems Development for the Florida Department of Transportation, serving Miami-Dade and Monroe County. So we do thank you for your expertise and all of the years. He's been around for 5 years, right? Thank you. And last but not least, Mr. Eduardo Vega, El Veterano, with 45 years of experience in the industry, which included 35 of dedicated city government service in various capacities. Mr. Vega is currently a senior vice president at APCTE. He serves as the assistant director.
No, let me get closer.
He served as the assistant director, engineering at Miami-Dade Water and Sewer Department, where he directed professional and supervisory work of engineering, design, construction management. So thank you. And now moving on to what we've all been waiting for, the big 5 teams that put together their best effort. Today we'll start by calling the teams that have not made the top 3, but nonetheless performed very efficiently up here. So we do want to welcome up for a certificate of appreciation to, actually before we go on to the teams, I do want to make sure that you do understand that the prize and monetary value for these teams is substantial. So they do have made the work or put the work together that is very deserving of this prize. So first prize is going to be $6,000 per team. Second prize is $4,000. And third prize will be $2,000 for the third winning team. If you didn't make it to the top 3, you also do receive a certificate of participation, which also includes a monetary value of $200. So we do appreciate all of the effort. And so moving on. So the first team that we're going to call up is the FIU team, Los Industriales. So can we get Roger? Roger, do you want to come up and take a picture with them too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mentor.
And the mentor, Maria, please.
He was just telling us what we see with Dina at
Thank you.
Great job.
Up next, we want to call up the UF team Rayo Veloz, Daniel Ruiz, Judith Labrada, and David Lettern. So congratulations to them too. And now we'll be calling up the third place winner. And this team put together a really nice effort, I believe, and coming from non-Cuban descent altogether, I do want to give it up to them. The third place team is the MSW Madre Perla Sabiduría Watchman. So Rachel and Natasha. Congratulations. Moving on to second place, I want to welcome up here the UM team water people with Alex, Jasmine, Miguel, and Eugene. Thank you, congratulations.
Great job.
And last but not least, we did hear some celebration back there. Premature. I do want to welcome the UF team, Los Amantes del Agua, Tamid, Coquille, and Darren, and congratulate them on first place. And Jerry. Jerry. Their mentor, Jerry Fernandez, which was working with them till early this morning.
He's not a gator, brother.
Just so there was no mistake.
First place.
Go Gators.
So we want to thank all the teams that participated and all the judges. At this time, I want to call up Pete and Jose to be able to close up the ceremony. We thank you all for coming, and we hope that you have enjoyed the learning and the presentations today, as they were some exceptional work put forth today. Thank you.